dangerous, super bad. Better watch out, she'll take you, man. She's a gold. I need to. Do I have that song by now, or do I still need to get that song? I think I still need to get that song. I'm back. Here we go. I have not looked up the offer yet. I also haven't taken a sip of water yet. Now I think about it. It's DJ Cactus. It's been a hot minute, DJ Cactus. It's been a hot minute. $2399 was the last one. $2399. Yes, we even mentioned that one today. In the very first SCP that we read today, the giant machination that's being built inside Jupiter. That's definitely eventually will get done and comes down to Earth. And then we are fucked. Then we might be insanely fucked. Okay, DJ Cactus, what do you have for me today? Wondertainment logistics. Oh boy. I've never was a man for logistics, but what can go wrong? Upper class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-2445 is to be kept within the AVB anomalous vehicle bay at Site 81. That's it. This is the shortest containment procedure I ever It's one sentence. And here's a picture that says SCP-2445 during initial recovery near Wisconsin. Description. SCP-2445 is a white, mostly unmarked tractor trailer. Of note is the inclusion of a label on the bottom right of the rightmost back door, which reads Wondertainment Logistic Company, a division of Dr. Wondertainment Incorporated. Beneath the engine hood of SCP-2445's truck section is a modified engine component designated -1, capable of producing significantly more power than that of a standard semi-truck. -1 is routed to a machine within the cab, designated -2, which is currently believed to be the source of SCP-2445's anomalous characteristics. Beneath the engine hood of this structure is a modified engine component. Okay. -2 is a black metallic cube measuring 0.6 meter cube that sits between the driver's and passenger's seat in the cab of SCP-2445. Attempts to open or inspect the interior of -2 have been unsuccessful. 2 large cables connect -1 to -2 through the dashboard of the cab. 8 smaller cables run from -2 into the dashboard on which sits a large touchscreen. Across the top of this screen. Across the top of the screen are the words WandaVision. It doesn't belong to you. Why is my... Oh man. It's not meant to be this blurry. But yeah, it does not belong to you. It belongs to somebody else. This screen appears to be the control module for -2 and is activated whenever SCP-2445 is started. When activated, the control screen for -2 displays an intro message and then changes to a login screen. Login requirements appear to be a username, password, skin sample, and retinal scan. Oh, that's okay. Being really careful there. After logging in, several options are listed. The options and the functions are as follows. Wonder Finder displays a heat map of the region surrounding SCP-2445. The function of this option appears to be a means of locating delivery sites. Areas containing a high concentration of young children, such as school or park, appear dark red. Not sure how I feel about that, dude. Wonder Hider activates a mechanism that renders the entirety of SCP-2445 invisible to the naked eye. Wonder Zoom creates a temporal anomaly surrounding SCP-2445, appearing to significantly slow down slow the flow of time outside of SCP-2445 in relation to the interior, allowing SCP-2445 to move through space as if time was standing still. While active, an additional indicator light tilted Wonder spatial distortion fixer also eliminates. So it's just basically explaining how Wondertainment can like deliver all the goods across the world. Wonder Transfer opens a large categorized menu of children's toys, all apparently manufactured by Dr. Wondertainment. Selecting the object from the menu causes the object in question to appear after a period of time. Packaged on a shelf in the trailer of SCP-2445, an option for quantity appears alongside each object with no apparent upper limit. Certain categories are locked, and attempting to access them will cause notifications such as seasonal product only and not applicable to this ethnic group to appear. Wonder Home. Return to SCP-2445 to a main Dr. Wondertainment distribution hub. Option currently locked out, and attempting to access this option returns a not so fast notification. Of course. Can't make it that easy to find out more about Dr. Wondertainment or his locations. Additionally, a number of apparatuses are present within the main cab that appear to be designed in order to protect the driver from the temporal and spatial anomalies occurring while operating SCP-2445. These include a series of intravenous syringes containing unknown liquid compounds, a heads-up display designed to sit directly in front of the driver, and a helmet covered in 20 different LEDs that connect directly to -2. Discovery information. SCP-2445 was discovered on the 11/15/2009 near Wisconsin when SCP-2445 appeared to malfunction and come into contact with a sedan during a major winter storm. Local authorities were alerted when the open trailer began to spontaneously release instances of previously unknown Wondertainment product, all of which took flight and began detonating around SCP-2445. Okay, like fireworks? When the number of released instances became higher than what would feasibly fit within the confines of the trailer, Mobile Task Force Alpha 13 Meat Packers was activated and dispatched to contain SCP-2445. 45 individuals were administered Class C amnestics. A cover story of a wrecked semi carrying a shipment of fireworks was released to a local newspaper. SCP-2445 was moved to Site A1, along with the driver, who was officially brought into Foundation custody after a brief hospital stay. Interview A. The following interview took place on the 11/20/2009, shortly after the discovery and containment of SCP-2445, after the driver, a Caucasian human male named Clarence Prince, was released from Foundation medical custody. Begin log. Alright, let's get started. Your name, sir? Who's asking? This will go much easier for both of us if you can cooperate, sir. I reckon I might be in a lick of trouble if I speak to the wrong people, sir. Who's asking? I am a member of an organization of interdimensional traffic safety officers. I need information about the nature of your vehicle and the freight you ship. Well, I'll be damned. You ain't got a badge or nothing, do you? Agent Roberts produces a standard Foundation ID tag. Shit, I didn't mean nothing by that earlier. Name is Clarence Prince, humble transport extraordinaire. Mr. Prince, could you tell me about the vehicle you operate? Well, old Hillary's a tough girl. I've been driving a long time, and I ain't seen nothing that can put it to it like she can. In fact, come to think of it, I ain't seen nothing like her at all, period. She's a whole different set of tires. I assume you're referencing the engine, sure. Thing looks like it came out of a goddamn space movie. Lots of big blinking lights and techno gizmos. Sure, but it didn't need no fixing, and it didn't need no fuel. How to argue with that one? So you can't tell me what's wrong with it? I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas. But it doesn't need gas, so you're good. And the box inside? Oh, that's what the garage boys call the One Division. Like a computer, you know, only it does things a little different. Takes some getting used to, sure, but she runs like a dream once you get the nuts and bolts covered. Can you tell me anything about your employer, Mr. Prince? You mean the dog? Can't say I've never met him. Mostly just deal with the garage boys and the distro boys, and I don't get much to say either. Whenever something goes wonky, I take her to the garage boys. Whenever I need to park, I take her to the distro boys. I get my routes, and then off I go. How did you come to work for Dr. Wondertainment? Well, I was hauling out of Atlanta for a while. I guess it was really good or something, cause one day I show up and my truck is gone, and Jerry, that was my supervisor, tells me I'm getting a promotion. Next thing I know, some goons dressed like them fancy English guards push me into a van and drive me to somewhere. I do some paperwork, get my face all picture pretty on this here identification badge, and then I'm set. They paid the bills, I moved the freight, pays real good too. What was happening that caused your vehicle to malfunction? You know, Hill's a beast of a girl, real good on the open road and real good in the weather too, but you gotta be real careful with the Wonder Zoom. Garage boys tell me there shouldn't be nothing wrong with the handling on ice when you're moving at light speed, but I'm gonna need to have a talk with them cause my back and jackknifed like I ain't ever seen. And next thing you know, I'm off in the ditch and my ass is shooting sparks. Right, thank you. That would be all, Mr. Prince. No problem, boss. Say, I ain't getting ticketed for this, am I? And log? No. But amnesticized. Amnestic what? No. It's log D. On the 3rd, 15th, 2012, during routine testing of SCP-2445, Clarence Prince was unable to log into -2, even after repeated tries. After several attempts, the notification appeared on the main display of -2, which reads as follows. Not so fast, Foundation goons. Dr. Wondertainment hopes you have enjoyed your demo of our newest product, Wonder Shipping. Unfortunately, your trial period has ended. No worries though, we'll send somebody out as soon as we can to collect the product. Thanks again for your cooperation. P.S. Tell Clemens his last check is in his mail. Traction on ice at light speed works just fine, but trying to drift around vehicles in the carpool lane does not. I was like about to be like, oh, he got fired because he got caught, but no, he got fired because he did something that was highly dangerous and risky, and then lied about it. It's like, we can't. You're not reliable. You're gonna do that to us. So this is how Dr. Wondertainment ships all of the goods around at high speeds. Truly the SCP version of a extreme Santa with lots of whose gifts you don't want. Because we now know there is somebody that there is an SCP that is supposed to be Santa, or at least something similar to Santa. So I wouldn't call Dr. Wondertainment Santa just yet. But he's in the category of like, oh yeah, I give the children the goods, you know, like just toys that they can play around with. Yeah, great, but what if the toy that they play around with, you know, hurts them? Then what, Mr. Wondertainment? Then what?